Wow, gold and silver going absolutely supernova. Mining stocks are partying like it's 1999. Where will gold from here? And silver? What's the scenario for both? You'll be surprised. And two alternatives to gold and silver that look way more interesting and promising than the two precious metals that everybody's talking about right now. This is going to be a good show. You don't want to miss it. Let's go. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. What can you say when you look at this gold chart? It's incredible. 10% non-stop rally in gold in the past month. For gold, that's basically like a 20% rally in the S&P 500. It's incredible. We are seeing a complete melt up in the gold price. What's going on? Well, I've told you this before in previous videos, and if you have missed these videos, hit the subscribe button so this doesn't happen to you again. The issue is that institutional investors, family offices, money managers, hedge funds have ignored gold and the miners for over a decade because they were in a bear market and they don't pay dividends, with the exception of a couple of senior producers. Now they are significantly underinvested in gold, silver, and in the miners, especially, like I said, the American side of it. And they all need to buy now. After this monster year and the latest breakout, they all have to buy here. They were all hoping for a longer correction to get better prices. They're not coming. Fourth quarter is here. They need to show their clients that, hey, we were invested in gold. We were in this mining super rally. You're good with me. This is why the gold price is melting up. This is why we're seeing no major correction. Any weakness is getting bought because everybody's trying to get in on the professional side. They were all caught on the wrong foot. Now, does that mean we're going to go straight to $5,000, $6,000 an ounce like you hear and see and read now from the pundits everywhere? I don't think so. I actually think the opposite is happening right now. If you follow this channel, then you know that I've been a gold bull, since for 25 years or so. And that I started to pound the table after we broke the old all-time highs in March of 2024 to get long in silver, to get long in gold, to get long in the miners. I was talking about it in the summer. I was talking about it in the winter, at the beginning of the year. Then nobody cared. Now everybody's in gold, silver, and the miners. Well, I'm also telling you right now, be cautious. Because what we're seeing right now tells me we might not only have reached a short-term peak for a short-term consolidation, we might have reached an intermediate peak in gold and silver. And maybe silver melts up one more bull run and gold overshoots to maybe 1800. But I think we have reached an intermediate high within the bull cycle. What does that mean? That means that we've reached a high for quite some time in gold and silver, or we will reach it very soon, and in the mining stocks as well. And that is healthy long term, but obviously short term painful if you get in right now and if you don't know what you're doing. But that's what you have this channel for. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss these type of videos. Look at the chart. We see the first warning signs already. What are they? Well, we hit the uptrend of this channel that had been in place since May. If you're new to this channel, this lower part here, this is the old channel, as you can see, that we melted up. Then we pushed through it, retested it, and that showed us that, oh, this channel has basically extracted to the upside. And as you can see right now, this is exactly right, because we overshot here, but then sold off and closed right at the upper end of this uptrend channel. But look at the RSI down here as well. Look at this. Right here is the high. That's right here in the gold price. Look where we are right now. We're lower in the RSI, but the gold price is higher. We're starting to see, possibly, because it's not confirmed yet, the start of a negative divergence in the gold market, meaning the prices are going up, but the RSI is not confirming that anymore. It's actually going down. We also have the sentiment. So in the final stages of a bull run in gold, silver outperforms and the miners go crazy. Well, what have we seen in the past weeks? Exactly that. And then obviously we have the sentiment in the market, super bullish. Exactly, we have seen that too. So all the warning signs are there that we're seeing an intermediate high in the gold market, which means a consolidation phase that might last longer than people anticipate, which would be great for us. Why? Because we're going to use that time to load up on the miners. Maybe we even get some great prices in gold or silver to add to our positions, because I'm not selling anything. I'm holding on because, again, the bull market in gold is not over at all. Just this leg of the bull market in the precious metals is very close to an end, in my opinion. Now, I've said this for the past week. I've been a little early, but I was also very early pounding the table to get in on gold. So we'll see if I'm right. But there are alternatives, right? If we see that gold is stalling out, the money has to go somewhere. So here are two alternatives that nobody's talking about right now. Look at Palladium. Monster move today. Up over 5%. Palladium futures. Look at this. New highs. Right? Closing highs coming. New highs. We broke this triangle formation with authority and then just shot up right into this horizontal resistance. We break this resistance, we are off to the races. And if you say, wait a minute, this formation looks familiar. Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly what gold looked like. Here we go. There it is. Look at this. Here's the triangle in gold. We broke out. This is the horizontal resistance zone that is yellow in the Palladium chart. It's the exact same formation, right? The breakout of the downtrend channel. That's when I told you, hey, get long on gold. Then we had the second breakout, and that was the big one. This one up here is just the all-time highs. This is more psychologically. We can actually take this off. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. Gotta redo that one. Can't be smart and good looking at the same time. So the important thing is, look at this formation. Triangle, resistance zone. Platinum. Triangle, resistance zone. The exact same formation. And look in the RSI. It looks so much better than it does for gold and silver. Yeah, we broke the downtrend. We're not overbought at all. So that means we have plenty of power to power through the resistance. And if that happens, things are getting really interesting for Palladium. Because look what we're talking about. We got lots of room to run. This is the first zone then that we're talking about. 1740. So get in on Palladium on any weakness. I told you right here, I don't remember exactly what date the video was, to get in on Palladium. If you did, you're sitting pretty, you hold your positions, you're laughing all the way to the bank once this rally is hitting into the next gear. in Palladium. If not, any weakness, we might get a pullback down to this area right here, like 1460, 1450. That would be an option to get in if this is what you choose to do. Now, there's a second adjacent play. It's not really a precious metal, but it is the digital gold, Bitcoin. Now, why is this interesting? And why is this interesting in the context of gold? And we know the central banks, especially of the BRICS, have been buying gold like crazy. Well, Deutsche Bank research came out today and said there could be a new buyer coming into the Bitcoin market in the coming month that nobody sees coming. And if that happens, that would push the Bitcoin price up a lot higher. I think they're understating the term a lot higher because they say, Deutsche Bank research, this player could be central banks. Just like Trump started strategic Bitcoin reserve, Deutsche Bank thinks that central banks will come in and start buying Bitcoin to diversify away from the dollar, the same way they have started to buy gold. So if they shift out of gold into Bitcoin, that would explain why we would see an intermediate peak in the gold price. But that would also mean that Bitcoin could really rally. And then the price target of Tom Lee of 200,000 for Bitcoin 2 years end would make a lot of sense. This chart looks really good. Look at this. We are correcting, but we're hitting a double support zone of this uptrend that has been in place since May, has been tested successfully twice already, and that horizontal zone, the orange zone, a great entry point. Again, I got in early here. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but we'll see if I don't have the last laugh on this. Because once we break through this yellow resistance zone, as you can see, this now has, we can count this as one, but this is really 3 attempts. First one, second one, third one. Fourth one, we had the fake breakout. Fifth one, 6, 7 if you want to count it. And if you know anything about resistance zones, the longer you hit them, the weaker they get. But also, the longer you hit them, the more buying power develops. So once it breaks that resistance zone, everybody's jumping in on it. So maybe we're not even hitting Tom Lee's $200,000 price target for Bitcoin by year's end. But if we just hit 150, 160, wow. That would already be a major move up, and we can make a lot of money with this. So that's it for today. We'll get more into Bitcoin and the central bank story. This is a big story that nobody's talking about right now that we really need to pay attention. And if you don't like crypto, fair enough. But maybe you like making money in the market. And then maybe Bitcoin might be an alternative. Central banks are starting to buy it. The investment banks are all in on Wall Street. Maybe Bitcoin is not the old Bitcoin from 2011, 2012, when there were serious considerations to ban Bitcoin. Maybe you should think about it from that angle. Again, if you don't like Bitcoin, don't invest in it. You have platinum. I showed it to you today. I personally like to make money, lots of it. Bitcoin could be one of the catalysts to do that in the fourth quarter. That's it for today. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.